Welcome back to the Griddle Guys. You got Chris, Jeff.
Nate. Oh.
Nate, nowhere to be found.
Again. He'll come back eventually.
He's on vacation, but the show must go on.
Uh-huh.
Unlike Nate, when I take vacation, he doesn't do a video.
No.
Okay, Nate, see how you are. Anyway, Jeff and I, last time Nate was on vacation, we made a stromboli.
That's right, I forgot about that.
We did.
Yeah.
We did it at Nate's dad's house.
Yeah.
And we had a great time making it, and I would say pretty successful.
It worked.
It worked.
It tasted good.
Very good. But it was a trial by error, and I think we had a lot of fun with it. And
we're working on the techniques this time.
we're gonna do a steak and cheese stromboli.
Yeah.
Kind of like a take two. Stick around.
Like, subscribe, and definitely share this with your friends if you like it. I'm hoping that this is going to be super successful cook, right, Chris?
How can it not, Jeff?
Perfect. So we got 2 steaks, 1 for each of us. We get different ideas on that.
Ribeye.
We got our new favorite, pizza crust in a can.
Both
Quick,
using it.
easy. Chris, what are you gonna do for yours?
So for my cheese, I'm gonna do some provolone and some mozzarella. Gonna mix these 2 cheeses both in there. Get that all going.
I kind of like the provolone. Anyways, yeah.
Right. I got some mushrooms and some onions.
I'm gonna do my soon-to-be famous cheese sauce that I've done in a bunch of videos, but once this thing pops, we got Velveeta, pepper jack, a little evaporated milk. I'm gonna do the steak. I might steal some of Chris's not peppers, but mushrooms, because I really like mushrooms.
I just saw this in the market when I was in there. It's steak sauce.
Oh.
Maybe a little dip in a little sauce. We'll see. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll see if it's any good.
Might throw in a little extra provolone because
It's my provolone.
we can share.
I do want to mention what we're going to be using for seasoning on the steaks. It is a habanero garlic pepper. So our Patreon, his name, Rick Stamps. His name is Rick. Stamps, it's like his code name. Very nice guy. Sent us not only this rub, but some peppers, some very, very hot peppers that I was afraid to touch, and I actually did touch, and it was a bad thing. But Rick, we appreciate you. We're gonna give this a try. We're gonna let you know how it is. So this is going on both steaks, right? You can use it as well?
Yeah, and thanks again for all the Patreon members. We love you guys. We can't wait to see you on our live chat there. Hopefully that goes good. Actually, this will probably come out after that, so hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, we look forward to doing that again and again and again.
All right, so we got a little bit of prep work, some cleaning.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Cleaning of the mushrooms, and then we'll go make.
Did I mention like, subscribe?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
You're pretty good at it.
While Chris is washing mushrooms, I'm just gonna go ahead and start my cheese sauce. So it's equal parts pepper jack and Velveeta. So this is about 16 ounces. This is about 24, so I'm actually not gonna use it all. So I'm gonna do about, 10 ounces of each. And if you buy the pre-grated, it doesn't seem to melt quite as well. It goes pretty quick anyways. What do you got going on over there?
What I got going on?
Yeah.
Just chopped up my mushrooms that I needed. Some onions.
Get
out of here, Jeff. Come on!
So my cheese sauce ready to go. I get equal parts cheddar and Velveeta. You can do as much or as little as you want. I just like equal parts.
Taking out my cheese.
What are you gonna do with that the mozzarella? You just gonna put slices?
I'm gonna cut thin slices, put that in there as well.
Nice.
It's gonna be good. I can't wait. I'm starving.
I'm gonna start my cheese sauce now. Get that going. Here it is.
Right now, let me we'll season the beef.
I'm gonna slice my beef first. So then I'm gonna slice it first, and then I'm gonna put seasoning on it.
Okay.
And then cook it, and then, yeah.
I'm gonna season mine, sear them, and then I'm gonna cut it up after. Starting the cheese. You should come up with a name for this. Your famous cheese sauce.
Jeff's famous cheese sauce.
I want to sneeze.
Yeah, it's got something.
Oh yeah.
Can of evaporated milk. We're not gonna use the whole can, but you're just gonna put a little bit in there. I get the pot on warm right now.
I'm trying to hold a sneeze back.
Yep.
Right on my nose.
Then just gonna put the cheese in here, and we're gonna keep an eye on this, stir it. I also like to do jalapenos in this sometimes.
That's why it's really good. Makes it gives a nice little kick.
Great for like a queso dip, for chips and stuff. And it's pretty easy. I mean, we're up to 3 ingredients so far, and that's really it.
This smells good.
So we're gonna keep an eye on that, keep moving it around.
I'm going on hold. I'm just gonna sear it really quickly, probably about 2 minutes aside on high.
Can I borrow your cutting board?
I knew it was coming. Excuse me. Yep, there it was.
I'm gonna cut my steak nice and thin because I am going to griddle it first. Grain doesn't really matter. These are good looking steaks.
These were the ribeyes that they had. We went with the boneless ribeye. They also had the bone-in ribeye, which I was gonna get, but these look pretty good.
Nice sharp knife, Chris.
Oh, good.
So a lot of the times you can, if you think about it in advance, when you're cutting a steak like this, shaving it, cutting it thin, you can throw it in the freezer for like a half an hour beforehand. And it just makes cutting it a little easier, but otherwise you can just use a nice sharp knife.
Would have done it, I just didn't realize that Jeff was gonna cut his up like that.
Yeah, sure.
I think he's doing it so he can hold nice and easy, roll nice and easy. Well, I'm gonna do mine after, so it doesn't matter. They're both gonna cook extremely quick once they get on the griddle.
You wanna do me a favor and season this for me a little bit?
Yeah. I wanna open it near my nose again.
That is just such a beautiful thing. Perfect.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll these out.
This wouldn't be a cook at Chris's house with me here if I wasn't throwing flour around.
He's making a mess. He likes to make a mess. Only in my house, never at his own.
Well, why would I make it at my own? That doesn't make any sense.
This thing, look at it, I can't get it to sit.
We drew straws on who got the better cutting board.
Oh jeez, who got the better rip too?
All right, I'm gonna put a little more flour on top too, just so it doesn't stick. And just so I make sure that I get it everywhere in Chris's kitchen.
By the way, these pizza doughs, I used them camping. We made individual pizzas when we went, not only camping, but when we went to vacation this summer. These are great, and they actually work great on the griddle.
All right, so I'm gonna let you and Chris in on my secret technique. Secret because it's in my head and I've never tried it, but I think it's gonna be good. So one of the issues that we had with the last Stromboli video is getting it to be kinda, it was cooked all the way through, but there wasn't like a lot of texture. It was kinda, not mushy, but
Yeah,
just
soft.
It was soft in the middle.
Didn't get crunchy.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll this thin, just like that. Are you ready for this, Chris?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll this thin just like that. And what I'm gonna do is take an inch on each side and I'm gonna roll it in.
Why are you doing that?
This is where the magic happens. So I'm gonna take an inch all the way around like this. So kind of like you're making a nice crust on a pizza. But anyways, I'm gonna fold that in like that. So we have a full inch uncooked dough. Now, I'm gonna take this out to the griddle and I'm gonna throw this side down. So I'm gonna start cooking the underside. Look at that look, that confusion. It's blowing your mind, right?
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm gonna cook the underside just a little bit, just so it starts to get crispy on the underside. And then when I bring it back in here, I'll be able to flip it over, unfold these, and I'll have an uncooked edge after I stuff it where I'll be able to seal it. That's the magic.
You guys all followed that. Pretty simple, right?
That is 65% chance it's gonna work. Well, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stuff it, and I'm gonna roll it, and I'm gonna throw it on the griddle.
Well, I'm gonna get a head start on this.
You wanna go on that side, or you wanna grab your thing?
This is gonna be quick.
That's what she said.
Little oil.
Enough? You want some more?
No, it's fine. You wanna put some garlic salt down for me?
By the way, you gotta be careful with the garlic salt. Some of the pizzas I did make, I put too much garlic salt down.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah, it got too salty.
The Jeff Theory.
Jeff theory. And I'm gonna stretch this out because I really kind of want it to be thin. So I think that'll be the key to making this whole thing work. Make sure that we got the edges still folded over, not cooking. So as it starts to cook a little bit, it'll start to set up. So you can kind of stretch it a little bit and then it will hold.
Definitely gotta be able to roll it after.
Just absolutely.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
I have faith in you, Jeff.
I am not a professional cook. We got this on low too, so that way we can manage it.
Yeah, so it doesn't cook too fast. Said quick.
I always say quick.
The Jeff quick.
Just forget what I was just gonna say. Anyways.
So you're not cooking these edges. And
So
that's
these
it.
edges are staying uncooked because that's what's gonna help us pinch this together after we roll it, in theory. And I think it's working.
So this is just all for a nice tight seal, basically.
Well, the folded edges are, but this is really so you get a little bit of texture in the Stromboli.
And it doesn't take longer to cook. It'll be a
It
little raw.
won't take longer to cook, but also if you have all those wet ingredients in the raw dough,
Yeah.
as it's heating up, it will never get to that crispy point or that it'll cook.
Yeah.
Theories.
Theories.
It's all theories. Getting a little bit of color. I think I want just a little bit more. You ever watch water boil?
Strangely enough.
And not know when to stop, you know? That's got
Oh,
color.
there you go. I think you're good, Jeff. I wouldn't go too far. Gotta remember, you still have to be on there long enough to melt your cheese inside.
We don't need to melt my cheese because I got melted cheese already.
Oh, that's right, you do.
And it's gonna be
Gotta
hot.
stay hot. Right.
Yeah. So, here we go. This is definitely good enough. We'll flip it inside. We'll leave this on because we're gonna cook the mushrooms.
Just gonna cook these just a couple minutes, get them going, soften up a little bit. They'll keep cooking once they get inside. The theory, I hope they do. What?
Nothing.
What's so funny?
Just a lot of theories in this cook.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
With us? Come on, Jeff. So I got that cranking. We'll give it a few minutes to get it to really high, and then we'll throw that all out. In the meantime, I think I should go get my grill blazer all ready. Surprising, I ran out of gas, so I had to get another can. I use it too much.
I actually ran out of gas for camping, and then I stole one of the little propane tanks from the lantern, and it worked, and then I ran out of that. So I
use that same propane on food? It's fine?
Yeah.
Or do you use it for fires?
No, the propane's fine. It's the same, you know, it burns clean with the grill blazer, but I tried hooking it up. I got hoses attached to a 20-pound tank, and I tried hooking up one of the hoses, and I think the hose was just a little too long. It was kind of working, but not really. I guess I got to pony up and get the official grill blazer 20-pound tank cord.
Yeah, right.
That's it, huh? You done?
That's it.
We're getting there.
Quick. When I say quick, I mean quick. Not you're quick.
We miss you, Nate. Notice that I didn't trim any of the fat off that ribeye because that's going to be delicious.
I know it is.
That is going to be delicious.
I didn't trim any either.
So normally this is where Chris would pull off his steak.
Done.
Done.
I mean, it's going to cook more. You know that, right?
I know.
That's done, Jeff. I'd take it off.
Looks good. Looks real good.
Oh, it's good.
It's getting color.
All right, I want it off. Perfect. No time at all. Time to build. Strombolis! This is gonna look really rare, which I'm okay with, because it is gonna cook some more, and I can always throw it back on if I need to, but.
You going for thicker slices? You going for thinner?
No, go for thin, just like you. Yeah, that's pretty rare.
It doesn't look
That's
thin.
rare that I like, though.
It doesn't look thin like me. I definitely did a lot thinner. That doesn't look too rare. That's gonna be perfect.
I know.
Nice job. Oh wait, I cooked it.
Yeah, you cooked it. You said when to pull it.
All right, so we're gonna get the stuff, and as soon as he's done that, look at that magic. That is gold in a pot right there. Good stuff.
Time to build strombolis.
Time to build strombolis. And time to test a few more theories too. So I'm gonna flip this out. Actually, I'm gonna fold these out, which these are still pretty pliable, so I'm happy with that.
Look at this cooked perfect steak right here. Oh yeah.
This looks like it's working, Chris. Might be onto something.
You think so?
I don't know, we'll find out. So now we're gonna flip. Make sure that our soft edge is out all the way around. I'm going to wet the soft edge with a little bit of water.
You know what I'm gonna do, Jeff?
Cheat.
I'm gonna add just a little bit of extra seasoning.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Steal some of your provolone. All right.
You know when you get that steak and cheese whatever with mushrooms on it, is never, you're always searching for, where's the mushrooms? That's why I always love building my own, because you can put as much as you want on it.
Don't forget, you don't want to go too heavy on the toppings because we got to roll this and you want to keep it away from the edges in theory, right?
This is gonna be a tough roll for me, I can already tell.
I decided to steal some of Chris's peppers and onions.
A little more seasoning.
You guys ready for this? Chris, are you ready for this?
I'm doing it, go ahead. That looks good.
Perfect. Thickness.
That's what.
Too easy.
The key is to have a lot of cheese. It should help it all stick together, stay together, melt in there. The rolling part, Jeff. This is gonna be the hard part. I think I can.
So you don't want to roll it tight because you don't want to squeeze the meat out. So it wasn't too cooked to the point where it wasn't rolling. So that's a bonus.
I'm a little worried here. I'm pretty thin. You're thick because your dough is already cooked.
No, it's because you went the long way and I went the narrow way.
Yeah, that's true too. All right.
All right, so I think I got a decent seal, both sides. I got
That looks pretty good.
a par-cooked stromboli.
That looks pretty good. That looks like a huge burrito.
Is that knife clean? I'm just gonna make some slits across the top. Not too thick or deep because
You really gotta do that because it's not going in the oven?
I got a theory.
I'm just wondering. I was
don't
thinking
know.
about that. I don't know. I don't know if I need to do that on mine.
Definitely don't want to cut through
Right.
because we'll have a blowout.
I'm so thin here right now. You can see it.
So that doesn't look like it's legal in this state.
No, it doesn't. Something wrong with that. Sure, it's gonna taste good. It's steak and cheese. How can it not taste good?
Low and slow. That's the key to this.
Steak and cheese.
All right. Get the guy. All right. So I'm gonna oil. Doesn't sound very low.
That's low. I watered it down too to cool it off.
See, mine's a beast. We'll start with that first. Might need a little extra time. Top down for mine. Oh, it doesn't sound bad. You want yours top down or?
Sure. If you can tell which way is the top, Jeff.
Absolutely.
What a difference the cooked versus the non-cooked.
Technique, baby.
Well, this wasn't a competition, Jeff. This was just two different ways.
It's always a competition.
So what do you think? 2 minutes? 2 or 3 minutes? We'll let it.
Yeah, I mean, we got it on low. We had it on high before, so there's some residual carryover, but thinking like 5 minutes maybe.
I'm gonna check mine after
We're gonna
2.
check in 2.
Mine's pretty thin. I don't want it to burn.
We'll be back.
Been 2 minutes. I had to come out here pretty quickly.
All right.
I just went inside. Oh, I got a hole too.
What, are you trying to let mine burn?
Sorry. You wanna roll that over? There we go.
All right. See, that looks gorgeous to me.
That looks good. Yeah, it looks like you put a little more oil on your side, Jeff, and not so much oil on this side.
Baloney. So we're gonna save the egg wash to the end just to give it a little.
Oh, I got a nasty hole. Yeah.
I've been saying that about you for years.
Get it. Get in there.
I want to touch it. I'd leave it and we're gonna fold it on that side, which should seal it once the cheese melts a little bit. We got solutions to these problems, Chris. We got solutions.
All right, there we go. All right, like a minute and a half.
So now a real only 2 minutes. You want me to work these with the hand? Will that be easier?
Can you get that on the side?
Yeah, so you roll it up and I'll hold it.
Just put it up against the wall, maybe? Does that work?
No,
Yeah,
that'll
all right,
work.
good.
Needless to say, it's hot. Who would have thought?
All right. That was less than 2 minutes on that one. So we got to keep our eyes peeled here, but
You know what I'm
we
gonna
got good
do?
color.
I want to kiss the ends with the
Oh,
end.
am I almost exploding? All right. You're nice and tight, Jeff. Taking a hit here.
Just gonna kiss the ends, just a little bit. Just because I love the grill blazer and I can't ever get enough of it. I'm not even sure we're gonna need the egg wash, but
I don't think so. Not at this point. Yeah, make sure you get both ends. By the way, the grill blazer in our description, there will be a link. I think it's Griddle is the code word. You order one of these, you get 10% off.
game changer.
The best tool I have purchased since I've been a griddle guy, without a doubt.
Definitely the best tool in the toolbox.
Yeah, absolutely. So, highly recommended. Uh-oh, I got some bubble and I got some cheese coming out, Jeff.
We kind of knew that would happen, you know?
Yeah, we kind of did. I'm gonna flip it again. Come on, man. Do you want to?
How's that looking for you?
That looks good, but I want to flip this side now.
So with that,
I'm moving a little here in the belly.
we're gonna re-oil a little bit too.
Want to lift up?
No.
Good. I'm gonna shut this side off, all right?
All right.
I'm gonna put that rack down. Hopefully it fits, which it doesn't. Kind of fits. Fits enough. I
Well, we
think.
can spin it once we get them on there.
Yeah.
So now, what I'm gonna do, on my top because of the beautiful slits on it. No comment.
No.
Just doing an egg wash.
I'm gonna brush mine with butter.
You know what? That's
what I'm
actually
gonna
a
do.
great idea.
I'm gonna go melt some butter right now.
Crack too many eggs on it from just doing mine.
That's all right.
Start the baking process. So we shut the heat off maybe a couple minutes ago. It's been a total of 15 minutes, we'll say.
So we did about 2 minutes every side. So that was what, 8 minutes, 10 minutes?
But as far as on the rack,
On the rack, probably another, 15 minutes.
10 or 15.
10, 15 minutes.
So I am going to, wow.
That looks good.
You see how
That looks good.
stiff that is? Take a bite.
No, get out of here. Don't even put that in my mouth. You almost broke it in half.
Nice. Not bad.
All right.
Not bad. Let's
Mine
get
not-
inside. Let's test this out. I think this worked.
La 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 la.
This is a blind taste test, by the way.
You want me to say which one I like better?
Yes.
No,
absolutely.
it doesn't matter.
It's always a competition.
Is it filming?
No, just kidding.
I like that one better.
Just because of the cheese factor? But did you taste any steak in that one? Because that was the concern, that there's less. It seems like there's less steak.
Yeah, it does seem like there's less steak.
But if you like cheese, I mean,
That's why I like this is because of the cheese.
what do you think, Chris?
Without a doubt, they're both cooked absolutely perfect.
This thing is killer.
The cheese melted. I mean, yours is melted when you put it in, so how can it not melt inside, right?
But what about the technique?
This is definitely crispier, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is not bad, but it's not quite as good.
So Chris's seems to have more steak throughout. I don't know how we did that because we both started with like the same size steak.
I think it's the amount of cheese. I just didn't
Maybe.
put as much cheese in. I think yours is really, but it tastes so good. Oh my
bites.
God.
I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, stays together with all that cheese.
I'm-
I call this a victory.
I would do this anytime. This is delicious.
Definitely do this again. It is actually relatively easy. That stuff is awesome. That comes right through.
Rick Stamps, once again, this habanero garlic pepper, excellent.
Thank you.
Really, really good. We appreciate it. Thank you again for all your support. This was used pretty heavy, and I can taste it's delicious.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
If you made it this far, we thank you. Like, subscribe, share, send us a comment, questions, whatever you have. We look forward to it.
See you in the next video.
And we are done.
Done! Jeez, we're done! Done.
We got a new thing.
Done, Jeff. Done. A little better. Ready?
That was perfect. That was
Done.
a dunk. Up.
Dunk it up here.
Dunky.
Up here.
Yeah.
High five. And he's like, I want steak. He's
Good
like, I want
boy.
steak.
I'll give you some steak. It's a little spicy though, but